So recently I was browsing Steam sales like everybody without a life does, and I saw Just Cause on sale, and I was like, that game. Forgot about that one. Yeah, am I the only one who kind of just forgot about the Just Cause series, like, happening at all? Look, this video had a different intro at first, but that the thing I was referencing happened like a month ago now, and actually over a month ago. Look, this video got delayed, okay? Shut the fuck up. Just Cause is pretty much when you combine literally any 90s and 80s action movie into one. This is Rico Rodriguez. His backstory doesn't matter. Right now, all we know is we're jumping out of a plane in the first 2 minutes. Rico is completely unhinged, real crazy man. I really wish I had someone as unhinged as Rico to cover this with. Where would I find somebody like that? Sweet cheese and crackers, where did you come from? Outside. No, I mean just now. The closet. What are you doing here? Actually, while we're at it, where's Doc? The last time I saw him, you two were together. Well, you see, I actually need your...
This just in, the last police officer in Lansing, Michigan has been killed. Doc Dokovich, at age 36, was the only deputy on the force to survive the shootout that happened last February. And in pursuit of the 4chan femboy killer, lost his life as he attempted to... Wait a minute, I'm sorry, that was the last officer on the force? Meaning there's no longer law enforcement in Michigan. I'm gonna go rob a liquor store.
Congratulations, like actually, bravo. Well, this isn't entirely on me. This is entirely on you. Besides informing me that the entire state is gonna implode on itself soon, what else could you possibly gain by coming here? Look, okay, I need your help. Me? You want my help? Well, I don't really see why you need it because you've done a pretty good job f***ing everything else up for everybody already. Look, last time I saw him, he was pretty dead. But I never hid the body, and the last time I was around that area, he was gone. We just need to find him. No. What do you mean, no? He's our only chance of stopping Michigan from imploding on itself. Just look at the map. Look, I don't care. You can go have your own stupid little adventure by yourself, but leave me out of it. I'm done with these stupid little plots. And you can't change my mind. I'll give you $50. Where do I sign? Welcome to San Esperito. Rico Rodriguez works for an agency called the Agency, sent out to the island to assassinate a dictator known as Salvador Mendoza. The agency believes he has some kind of super weapon that's a big bad, and you need to go stop him. Before I begin talking about Just Cause 1, I would like to say please get the widescreen hack if you intend on recording footage for this, because without it, it looks like this. It's not even that hard to do, you literally just need to put the GitHub files into the folder with everything else and boom, it works. Something else I would like to bring up before starting is it doesn't actually support a controller on Steam. I mean, obviously the 360 original Xbox and PS2 versions do, but for me, I'm stuck with the classic WASD. This fine fellow here you meet on the beach is the one and only Tom Sheldon. He's your best friend now. The first level's pretty okay, honestly. You get a pretty basic shootout on the beach, then Tom drives you to the makeshift headquarters as you get shot at by helicopters. This would be a lot harder if the minigun on the back of the truck didn't have aimbot. Literally, I'm just shooting the helicopters through the tunnel. It's not even fair. After that, Tom takes us back to base and gives us the rundown on what we need to do, which I've already explained. Also, we get to witness a domestic abuse case. 10 out of 10. The first order of business is freeing the rebel leader, who's been captured by Evil McEvilton. The gameplay is exactly what you'd expect for a third-person shooter on the original Xbox and PS2. I mean, it's nice. They have the different satisfies my bloodlust. Get out of my head! The gameplay is pretty basic, honestly. It'll definitely get better as time goes on in the sequel games, trust me. I can't not bring up Rico's signature dualies, though. No matter what, this always has infinite ammo. I wouldn't exactly call them overpowered just because their accuracy is shit, and also it barely does any damage. But it's always nice to have an option to fall back on. That isn't the only nifty little gadget Rico has at his disposal. He also has a parachute, which you can glide around with. My only problem with it is that's pretty unconventional to open. If you want to open the parachute, you have to jump off the back of a vehicle first, be it a motorcycle, car, or boat. It would be a lot nicer if I could just jump from a high spot and like deploy it manually like the paraglider from Breath of the Wild. And that's pretty much all he's got for now. It feels a little limited, honestly, but who am I to complain? This is the first game of the franchise, so I'll cut us some slack. Alright, should be right past here where I left him. No, nuh-uh, not happening. No way. I'm not going into the woods with you, of all people. I'll up to 60. I've always loved the forest. Back to the plot, we finally make it to that prison the rebel leader was being kept inside of and free him from the literal infinite respawning ops. And now he is free to go back to his sister. Or wife, I'm not sure. Level or mission 2 is where Rico goes with a bunch of those rebels to liberate 2 towns. It took 12 minutes, it's not that interesting. I should probably explain what this is about since it comes back later. You throw some grenades at these 3 identical barricades, do some special stuff like raise a flag or kill a general, and that's it. Boom, town liberation. Yeah, it's pretty boring. Anyway, mission 3.
Franco is coming to the Riojas with his bags of money.
Only guess what? Franco will turn out to be you. You take his cash, his papers, and we give the regime a great big Christmas present. A full-blown drug war between 2 cartels.
What a goddamn thoughtful gift, Sheldon.
Yeah, we're starting a drug war, kinda. Yeah, we're impersonating some random fucker so we can get his money and give it back to the cartel. LaMau! This level gives Rico a permanent upgrade at his disposal, the iconic grappling hook. It sucks in this game. Yeah, you can only grapple to cars and vehicles. It'll let you instantly deploy your parachute, which is nice, but aside from that, it's pretty useless. I will give it this, it's incredibly long range, basically means you can teleport to cars. Anyways, besides that, it's a pretty basic mission. Just go kill some dude and drive over to meet Frog Woman. Then, she introduces you to her dad, who looks like a Psychonauts character. He looks like he got stomped on as a child. Like, seriously, every other character in this game looks like a real person. Then we have the guy who looks like a Balan Wonderworld character, but stretched by 30%. Essentially, we were gonna go blow up a rival cartel's rice factory. Our motive? It would be really funny. And dude, this mission, holy shit, it sucks. For one, it only gave you 2 explosions to destroy the 2 rice thingamajigs, and if you don't place them exactly where it wants you to, which Rico throws the bombs, by the way, it won't destroy it. Meaning, you have to restart the level, and then walk 2,000 meters back to the rice factory, so you can try again. And from there, it gets worse! For shits and giggles, we decided to take a coca truck back with us. It's full of cocaine. They just call it coca in the game. The Just Cause games are just obsessed with these types of levels where you have to take a bunch of cargo from one place to another while being precise with your driving. The problem is the car is painfully slow, you're getting shot at constantly by infinitely respawning cartel trucks, and has 2 health, and your drive is like 3,000 miles! I am confident in saying this is one of the most bullshit levels I have ever played in a video game. Fuck this. Anyway, it's time to take a quest from Nosy McNose and go kill a random police chief, I guess. If it wasn't clear, the story is very hard to follow. Like, I had to look up a plot synopsis every time I wanted to go write this script. What is happening? It's so random. This random Joe Schmo is now dead. We get a pretty cool boat chase, I'm not gonna lie. Also aimbot again, that's pretty lame. Also, it's probably around this time, not really sure, but you get a new heavy drop. The heavy drop is essentially this little gizmo that Rico has access to. It lets him instantly summon any vehicle he wants. And when I mean any vehicle, I mean like 4 vehicles. Look, honestly, the heavy drop in the first game was pretty ass, but it gets better in Just Cause 2, I swear. Okay, we finally get to attack the military now. We can't just stroll up to the military base and attack the warden. You see, he has a problem with keeping it in his pants and goes up to the volcano every night to get the touch of a woman, so we need to go up there and give him the holy light of the Lord. Touch! Oh wait, he wasn't in the taxi. Then we need to get this bullshit climb to the volcano with the same problem with the cargo mission, but now there's a bitch helicopter in their ass at all times. This level sucked. Alright, so now we meet up with the rebellion leader, sister, wife, husband guy, so we can go steal some shit or something. Dude, I honestly have no idea what's going on anymore. We were planning to double cross him, but he double crossed us first, and the crate just went into the atmosphere. You see, this is what Just Cause is all about. Grappling to the back of a speeding car while parachuting after it. It's just a great feeling, honestly. This was the high point of the entire playthrough. Our next mission sends us with a really cool boat down a canal to go to this random train here. Turns out it's transporting fuel tanks and it's become operated by the Black Hand. Finally, something of actual importance. These Black Hand fellows are up to no good and will become staple antagonists for the entire series. But yeah, this level's pretty basic. Just shoot some whatchamacallits, then boogie out of there in this really cool boat chase segment. Anyway, the next level f***ing sucks dick. You have to go destroy this coca plant, and the only way you can do so is by not shooting the plants, not by catching them on fire, but by blowing them up with the bitch explosives again! And it only gives you like 5 detonators, which I guarantee you will not be enough to destroy all the fields. I ended up just relying on this enemy helicopter to shoot missiles at my car and blow it up for me. It's an absolute drag. It did make me want to rip my nuts off, like the transport mission, so I guess that's good. But Jesus Christ, man, most of these levels have either just been uninteresting or shit. So I hope if you don't mind, mind if I stop talking about the missions for a little bit, until they become, like, actually interesting. Like this one, where the rebel leader who was saved at the beginning of the game broadcasts the missions for like 2 minutes, and then the mission is over. Cool. God, isn't this game just great? Okay, I'm gonna be honest, this game blows. This game f***ing blows. Like, actually, I was not expecting to dislike it as much as I am right now. And you can tell, too, the beginning of this video was so much more cheery than it is now. Like, seriously, the game forces you to travel like 200 miles across the map so you can head to your next mission, and then when you accidentally die heading there, it sends you all the way back. I don't think it's very well designed. Like, this open world, it's massive. Probably one of the biggest I've ever seen on the original Xbox. But it has nothing to do! Aside from, like, monotonous side quests of just go here, do this, 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 and occasional street races, the barren wasteland of forests and roads. Alright, we're here. Okay, where is here? Oh, this is where I left him. Have you been paying attention at all?
Okay. But he's not here.
Oh, Diddle, you're right. But where could he have gone? I don't know, let's maybe, like, look for clues or something. Shut the fuck up, Velma, let me handle this. Let's see. This track's heading away from where his body was. Keyword, heading. The tracks are exactly at a 71-degree angle away from where his head was. And in 1971 was the year the song Country Roads came out. And it has been exactly 2 months since I last saw him. And the second word of Country Roads is West Virginia. He's headed to West Virginia. You're insane. No, I'm you. Now, I said a second ago, if you wanted to get to your next mission, you have to travel like 500 miles through the ice and snow. But you see, that's just not true, because it's actually a fast travel method. It would have been nice if they explained that to you, but there is one nonetheless. There's actually a few other methods of fast travel as well. There's obviously just getting in a car, motorcycle, and just driving there. But alternatively, you can take a boat, or my favorite way of flying, a tank. The bastard got away with it again! The tanks fly. Sometimes cars just refuse to move when you're driving them. Characters bug out weirdly and start doing tribal dances, and sometimes the game just kills you for pretty much no reason. Yeah, this game kinda shit. It reeks of I was the first game in a series and I'm mildly unpolisheditis. And especially with Just Cause 2 existing, there's literally no reason to come back and play this. I could talk about the music right about now, if it had any aside from like 2 themes. That's barely any music in the game. However, I got this game on Steam for $1. I honestly don't know what I was expecting. Let's just dive into the few final missions and be done with it. So we're headed to West Virginia. Yes, I just monologued that. Are you deaf? Okay, well, can I at least go back to my room to grab some supplies before we leave? Okie dokie, I'll meet you back here at dawn. Okay. So Nosy McSnotnose apparently betrayed us, and now we're gonna go break into his prison and cut off his nuts. Very reasonable response. I swear to God, these Black Hand soldiers just never die. We managed to catch up with him in the Wimmer Sea to chop off his nuts. By the way, I hope you enjoyed that mission from earlier. You had to do the transport cargo while getting shot at because you have to do it again. But this time they made it worse. It has even less health, and there's more enemies now, and I'm getting f***ing sick and tired. Skipping ahead a bit, you actually go confront Salvador Mendoza at his ship where he has a bunch of missiles on it or something. But before you can do that, you have to go get these briefcases for the missiles, I think. And then I flew my fucking tank into it, and then, okay, we're at the last level. Dude, this level? This fucking level? I am fully prepared to say that Just Cause 1 is one of the worst games ever made. I've had it fucking up to here. I have said the F word more times in the last 20 minutes of recording than I have this last year. This level is the worst, okay? Let me just break it down, part. So Tom and woman, I forgot the name of, drop Rico about 2,000 meters away from Mendoza's house on his private island. The first step is getting there. If you ever want to step foot on the island, good fucking luck with that, because it's a helicopter chasing your ass the entire time with one shot from missiles and you're dead. And even if you do make it on the island, there's the entire population of Poland on the beach waiting for you to land with guns drawn. And even if you have the audacity to try and kill the soldiers along with the helicopters, the soldiers will respawn, and the helicopter respawns almost instantly. It's not even off screen yet! So maybe you'll try to run instead. It's saying screw it and just running past all of them. Nope, can't do that either because the helicopter will relentlessly gun you down. So let's say by some miracle, you managed to make it to Salvador Mendoza's palace. Good job! Now you have to deal with 5 tanks that may or may not fly into you at random. Along with one boss tank you have to take down. He's literally flew away from me. I couldn't even do what you want me to do. Eventually, after enough attempts, the helicopter just decided it didn't want to spawn anymore, I guess, and just gave up. And then after more trying, the game started to choke on its own saliva, and after 3 hours of this, I said, fuck, I'm not beating this game. Alright, I'm gonna be out of the house for a little while. Should probably only grab the essentials. You. This could come in handy. You never know when you're gonna need these. I don't even wear glasses. Where would we go with that big peep? And in. Alright, let's roll. Actually, do you ever get that feeling like you're never gonna see a place again? Yeah, me neither. Let's go. Just Cause 1 is probably one of the most unpolished and buggy messes of a game I've ever had the displeasure of playing. Which in all honesty, I'm surprised about. Just Cause 2 is one of my favorite sandbox games ever, and honestly, it's crazy for me to play the first one for the first time and just find it being terrible. Literally, there's no reason you should ever play this over Just Cause 2 or 3, hell, even 4 for at that. Even for at that time, you still had something like Grand Theft Auto or something to fall back onto. The story, gameplay both felt mediocre, the levels open world, the glitches all absolutely abhorrent. Aside from nostalgia, there's literally no reason I can think of anybody to go back to this. I'm sorry folks, this one just blows hard. Took you long enough. That was less than 30 seconds. Ready to go? Let's rock! I know this is a significant amount of us not rocking. I don't know how to drive. What do you mean you don't know how to drive? I mean, I am physically unable to operate this motor vehicle. I know what you meant in a literal sense. How do you insist we get to West Virginia then? IDK, so you need to know how to drive. It's a learner's permit. Legally, I can't do shit. There are no more laws. Well, I don't feel comfortable driving, pussy. Look, we're gonna have to find another way. Let me make a call.
Viola. I look like a big cat, so I just called it Zuma.
Hey, how many seats does that have?
2.
Somebody.
No! You guys promised I could tag along for this one. One of you two have to stay here.
Look, naked girls. And now the hot chicks are making out.
You guys really think I'm dumb enough to fall for that?
Yeah, I got this one. Look, a man in a thong.
Alright. I know you're bullshitting me, but I'm not gonna miss that.
God damn it.